No one's made a video about this? Huh, really? Well, I guess I'll have to be the one to do it then. Hey! Hi! How you doing? This is the Gamertron, and welcome back to the Gamertron Show. For those of you who don't already know, for some reason, Watch Dogs 2 has been announced, and its trailers, all its trailers and gameplay walkthroughs, all the big reveals for this brand new upcoming sequel to 2014's controversial Watch Dogs. It's here, it's coming, it's out, and kinda, sorta, surprisingly, challenging gamers everywhere. I think it's no surprise that if you follow gaming news and gaming reception, then you know that the first Watch Dogs had a lot of hate when it came out. Despite the original Watch Dogs being an overall pretty solid game, the classic Ubisoft downgrade controversy was in full effect with the first Watch Dogs. And despite the final product looking pretty good, it wasn't nowhere near as good looking as its original E3 reveal trailer. However, you know what? Despite the whole Ubisoft graphics downgrade that happened with Watch Dogs, it really didn't warrant half the hate. I mean, some of the shit people threw at that game when it first came out was a bit over the top. I mean, for God's sakes, it's a video game. It didn't have an affair with your spouse. Because some of the reactions to the original Watch Dogs... And you know, Ubisoft got the brunt of it on the forums, message boards, you know, they had a lot of bad things heading their way. And now it seems with Watch Dogs 2, and its official reveal trailer, Ubisoft bites back, and I'm surprised no one has brought this up at all. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, in Ubisoft's reveal trailer, a very, very specific song was chosen for it. I'm about to play a portion of the trailer here with the music attached. Here's hoping I don't get copyright. Now listen to the lyrics very carefully.
I'm right here.
If you want to.
I'm here, I ain't going nowhere, spaz if you want to? I'm surprised that not in a single comment section for any of the Watch Dogs 2 trailers that I have seen using this song, no one has typed down in the comment sections, "Damn, Ubisoft, is that a little message to the Watch Dogs haters out there?" I mean, come on guys, I'm genuinely surprised that the internet hasn't caught on this, that there's no videos, I couldn't find a single video, and like I said beforehand, comment talking about the very specific song choice and lyrics. Am I crazy? I mean, this can't just be a coincidence. When the original Watch Dogs came out, got a lot of flack, got a lot of hate, all of it sent Ubisoft's way, and then in the trailer for Watch Dogs 2, there just so happens to be the lyrics, "I ain't going nowhere, spaz if you want to." I don't know whether to give Ubisoft props, or to say that that's a bit unprofessional. I'm kind of in the middle. Because on one hand, the Watch Dogs haters, you guys really went overboard. I can understand disliking a game, not having fun with a game, being unsatisfied with a video game, but when you start going to every single Watch Dogs video you can find, hitting the dislike button, leaving a negative comment, going to all the forums, and writing about how much you hate the game, I mean, that goes from disliking a game to being a bit overly obsessed with it. And I have no doubts, absolutely no doubts, that Ubisoft had a large variety of very nasty and sometimes threatening things said to them over the release of the original Watch Dogs. So, on Ubisoft's case, if I were to give them props, I'd have to give them props for, like, giving it back to those really hardcore, psychotic haters. And it does kind of feel like retribution. I ain't going nowhere. Spaz if you want to. I'm glad Watch Dogs isn't going anywhere. I'm glad Watch Dogs is getting a sequel. I'm glad that this is becoming much more of an established franchise. Because we need new IPs. We've had the same old IPs for a bit too long now, so I embrace new IPs. Watch Dogs is still technically a new IP, and it looks like they're making a lot of improvements and innovations with the sequel. So good on you, Ubisoft. I'm glad Watch Dogs ain't going nowhere. However, is it really the best best of moves to be so direct and confrontational with a reveal trailer for your game? Like, I get the attitude with Watch Dogs 2. I get what you're going with Watch Dogs 2 in terms of its story, setting, and characters. They're very passionate, very aggressive, very young-spirited, as are hackers and internet culture. And while the song choice certainly was vibrant and energizing and really did suit the trailer footage, like it was well put together, the music lined up with the footage well, but still, of all the music choices, of all the song choices, of all the lyric choices, again, I'm sorry, I just can't see this as a coincidence. This had to be intentional. If this is a coincidence, then my god, the universe has a funny sense of humor. I still believe it to be intentional, and if it is intentional, it does kinda seem unprofessional, because you're possibly challenging a portion of the gaming community. And you kinda just don't wanna do that. Now don't get me wrong, this wasn't like a developer coming out and saying F you to the customers. This was a subtle jab with the music choice. At least in my opinion, again, this could all be just a coincidence, I'm looking too hard into it, but you never want to challenge or insult your customers. While I have absolute respect, and I know a lot of people disagree with me, I have respect for video game developers. I respect and understand video game developers, and I respect and understand their perspective. I have no doubt that the Ubisoft devs for Watch Dogs got a lot of unnecessary hate, and there's some built up and held in anger, which is understandable. The internet, when it's pissed off, when it has something to latch onto, it gets pretty damn nasty. Doesn't matter how unrealistic or irrational it is, it gets real nasty. So I can understand when to give a little jab back at the haters. But what about the people who aren't haters? What about the people who genuinely bought Watch Dogs and were disappointed with it? What about the people who bought Watch Dogs, pre-ordered Watch Dogs, based off the original E3 trailer footage? And then they got the full game and saw that the visuals did not match what was originally revealed, because they have every right to be a bit pissed off. Because if they bought the game based off that trailer, and then saw the final product, I can understand them being disappointed and even a little bit angry. Me, I got the game for the gameplay and the whole open world and the story and all that stuff. I didn't get it for the graphics, but a lot of people did get Watch Dogs for the graphics because it looked like, in that E3 reveal trailer, like it was going to push consoles and PCs to their limits. Final product? Not the case. To be fair though, to look at this from a technical angle, there is no way they could pull off those kinds of E3 visuals on today's consoles. I'm sorry, Xbox One and PS4 just aren't that powerful. And since it's a multi-platform game, and Ubisoft makes a lot of money on the consoles, they don't want their games looking amazing on PC to give the console players the impression that they got an inferior product, so they lower the product, they lower the quality, the visual fidelity of the game for everybody, so that no one feels gypped. But in the end, everyone feels gypped. Ubisoft, unfortunately, has put themselves in a very precarious situation, and they are deserving of some backlash. They've done a lot of shitty things, but there are times where the hate just goes over the top ridiculous. Again, guys, it's just video games. Ubisoft didn't sleep with your spouse. They showed unrepresentative trailer footage. And then there's the online DRM. And then there's the pay-to-win microtransactions. Then there's the ridiculous pre-orders and season passes. Ubisoft, you're doing good. You do good in a lot of spaces, a lot of areas, but you still got some stuff to work on. Don't worry, you're getting there, slowly but surely. You're getting there. In the end, though, while I can understand from Ubisoft's perspective to give a little jab to the haters, I do think it is a bit unprofessional. I do get some amusement out of it, though. However, no matter what, in the end, it's just a trailer. It's just music, and this could all just be a coincidence. If it is intentional, you know what? It's not the worst thing in the world. I'm just surprised no one caught up on this. Like, no one? Seriously, no one caught up on the lyrics to the music for the Watch Dogs 2 trailer. I'm blown away no one caught on to this. Anyway, that's been a interesting video, not something I usually do. I hope you got some entertainment out of it. If you did indeed enjoy the video in any way, shape, or form, please hit the like button. Hitting the like button helps you, helps me, helps everybody involved with the video. If you hit the like button, please leave a comment. What are your thoughts, feelings, and opinions on the topic of this video? Let me know your thoughts, feelings, and opinions in the comment section below. I love reading comments, get nearly enough comments. If you want to help out and support this video, then please share it on social media, Twitter, and Facebook. And finally, if you want to help out and support me directly, then please consider pledging and becoming a patron. I'm a Patreon. Anyways, guys, that's been a video, and I'll see you all later.